just observe the temperatures, make sure that they're within the range. We can have them on our set points. We can also have
We have automatic data collection in the vineyard to help analyze both the sugar levels and the hydration levels of the plants themselves. And then in the winery, we have automatic sensors for temperature and bricks in the fermenters to help us think about where, what direction the fermentation should go real time. Rather than spending a few hours a day collecting data, you can actually come straight in, look at wines, taste wines, think about them, and see the information. So more of your time is spent in the creative art of winemaking rather than in just sort of the rote work of winemaking.
So I have a set point of 28 that you can see right here. So the tank is trying to achieve that temperature, and currently it's at 34.7 degrees, and it's actively cooling. And if I click the graph button up here at the top, you'll see a representation of the entire fermentation from the time we brought it in. It then turns off, and the fermentation continues to build heat as it does. I can scroll down here, and each one of these rows represents whether they're off or whether they're cooling, and their various set points and actual temperature at this moment, but it would have bricks information. The mode is on heat. The set point is at 80. So what happens is clients will tell me that they want their tank temperature set at a certain point through fermentation to maintain a certain temperature while the yeast is really active in the fermentation and it's building up lots of heat, and they want to maintain a certain degree of temperature so that you get extraction from the skins, but you don't kill the yeast by having the temperature spike too high. Winemaking is, at the same time that it's a very science-based and sort of mechanical process, there's also a great deal of artistry that goes into it. Something as subjective as taste. It's really up to the individual winemaker, the individual artist at that point, what they want their end product to be like, and to try to do things that affect change to get to that place.
I think much more of it has to do with tasting, with knowing what I want, with how fruit and then wine actually tastes. And so, like, for instance, I love this place because I do have great, control over these really small details using the technologies they have. But it's in doing that I can really, hopefully, coax out the flavors and essences that I want of the wine.
The wine industry is more than 5,000 years old, and one thing that's interesting is how little it's changed. You pick the grapes, you crush the grapes, you put them in a fermenter, you ferment the grapes, the sugar converts to alcohol, and then you put it in a container. So you have to monitor all that. But the basic process is the same as they were doing 5,000 years ago. What's changed is the chemistry and the monitoring and the precision with which you make wine.